Hello, I'm Prajna. I'm a Buddhist practitioner, a lifelong learner, and, like many of you, someone who has spent years listening to the mind and learning when not to follow it. I don't speak from a place of perfection, but from practice.
And I'm Meta. I'm also a Buddhist practitioner, and my path has been shaped deeply by compassion, emotional honesty, and learning to soften rather than force life. I'm not here to teach you what to believe, but to explore together.
We're not experts sitting above you. We're fellow travelers.
This space isn't about answers. It's about awareness.
So, before we begin the conversation,
Let's arrive here together.
wherever you are right now,
Just allow yourself to be here.
and with that presence, I invite you to slow down just a little. Not dramatically, just enough to notice your breath. This is Ruang Kesadaran, a space where we don't rush to fix ourselves. We simply look, listen, and become aware.
And you're not here to become someone better. You're here to remember something true. If you feel safe enough, stay curious with us.
If this feels like the conversation you've been needing, follow the podcast and stay until the end, because the last door often surprises people.
Have you ever arrived somewhere and realized your body was there, but you weren't? That moment can feel funny, but also a little scary. It makes you wonder, how often am I actually present?
Autopilot isn't a mistake, it's a survival mechanism. The mind learned to automate life so we could endure it. But survival is not the same as living.
And the tricky part is autopilot feels efficient. You get things done, you move fast, you don't feel much. But you also don't touch life deeply.
Here's the twist. Awareness doesn't slow your life. It actually makes time feel fuller. One conscious moment can feel richer than an entire distracted day.
Oh, awareness isn't about control. It's about intimacy with the present. And intimacy always changes how life feels.
Tell us in the comments, where do you notice yourself on autopilot most? And as we move on, notice what it feels like to simply know you're listening.
And this brings us naturally to the one thing that keeps autopilot running the mind.
Many people say, I can't meditate, my mind is too noisy. But that statement itself comes from misunderstanding. The mind was never meant to be quiet all the time.
A busy mind isn't a broken mind. It's a mind doing what it learned to do, thinking, planning, protecting. The suffering starts when we believe every thought is true.
And when we fight the mind, it fights back. Trying to silence thoughts is like yelling at waves. Awareness watches instead of argues.
The twist is peace doesn't come when thoughts stop. It comes when identification stops. You can think and still be free.
Thoughts become background music instead of commands, and suddenly the mind feels lighter. Not because it changed, but because your relationship to it did.
Notice one thought right now. Don't judge it. Just see it. If that felt relieving, stay with us. And when we stop fighting thoughts, emotions begin to speak. What emotion have you been avoiding lately? Not fixing, just avoiding. Most of us don't realize how much energy that takes.
In Buddhist practice, emotions aren't enemies. They're messengers. They arise because something matters.
When we suppress emotion, it doesn't disappear. It goes underground and shapes our reactions. That's how we become tired without knowing why.
The twist is emotions don't want to stay forever. They only linger when they're resisted. When fully felt, they move on.
Feeling isn't weakness. It's honesty. And honesty is the beginning of freedom.
If you're comfortable, write one word describing what you feel right now. And remember, you don't need to change it. And this brings us to what often hides behind emotion. We usually think attachment means love, but attachment is actually fear, wearing the mask of love. Fear of losing, fear of change.
When we cling, we don't love freely. We love conditionally. Stay, don't change, don't leave. And that creates tension in relationships.
Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop trying to control life. And control is exhausting.
The twist is love becomes deeper when attachment loosens. There's more trust, more space to breathe.
Freedom is not the opposite of love. It's the soil where love grows best.
What are you holding too tightly right now? And as we reflect on that, let's slow down into silence. When was the last time you did nothing without reaching for your phone? For many people, silence feels threatening because it removes distraction.
Silence isn't empty. It's full of what we usually avoid. That's why it's powerful.
In silence, we meet ourselves. Not the image, just the experience. And that meeting can feel unfamiliar at first.
The twist is what we fear in silence is often kindness. Gentleness we forgot existed. Stillness reveals safety.
When silence becomes friendly, life feels less rushed. And we carry that calm outward.
take one conscious breath now, and from that breath, compassion naturally appears. You cannot criticize yourself into awakening. Harshness never leads to peace. It only creates more resistance.
Many people think self-compassion is weakness, but it's actually courage. It means staying present with pain instead of attacking yourself.
Discipline without kindness becomes violence. Kindness without awareness becomes avoidance. We need both.
The twist is self-compassion improves clarity. It doesn't make you lazy. It makes you honest.
And honesty is the foundation of real change.
What would kindness toward yourself look like today? And let's remember nothing stays forever.
Fear is not your enemy, it's information. It shows where attachment lives.
When we avoid fear, it grows. When we face it gently, it softens. Presence is what fear needs.
The twist is fear dissolves faster when welcomed, not challenged, not suppressed.
Courage is staying.
What fear are you ready to meet? And now, let's bring awareness into daily life.
You don't need a retreat. You need attention.
Washing dishes can be meditation, so can waiting in traffic. Life is the teacher.
The twist is waiting becomes peaceful when you stop resisting it.
And suddenly, nothing feels wasted.
Try one mindful action today. And finally, we arrive at the heart.
Awakening isn't dramatic, it's subtle.
It's not becoming special. It's becoming sincere.
The twist is you were never broken.
You're remembering.
If this space resonated, comment aware, follow Ruang Kesadaran, and sit with us again next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell.
Thank you for listening and watching.
See ya.